evening from Newsroom South East. 5 men have been jailed for a total of more than 40 years for their part in a cocaine smuggling operation. They used an Oxford language school as a front.
It was 1.4 kilos of cocaine found sewn inside the clothing of a young Colombian man, which led customs officers to an even bigger catch. The 3 men behind the smuggling operation, who'd created a bogus international language school based in Oxford as a cover for couriers posing as students. At Isleworth Crown Court today, each of the 3 organisers received 10-year sentences, the 2 Colombian carriers 6 years each. The judge, David Miller, said it had been a cleverly contrived and well-thought-out scheme. In sentencing, he said he was bearing in mind the appalling misery suffered by cocaine addicts. The sentences came a day after cocaine worth £500,000 was seized at Dover. 12 people were arrested.
A doctor who tried to expose evidence of racial discrimination in the medical profession faces possible disciplinary action from the General Medical Council. Sam Everington claims hospitals are discriminating against non-white job applicants.
Dr. Sam Everington and an Asian friend sent out fake job applications for 23 posts. The English-sounding names were shortlisted twice as many times as the Asian. Before the survey was completed, Dr. Everington was arrested by the fraud squad for submitting bogus applications.
This is purely on surname, and it's quite unacceptable for consultants to be discriminating against junior doctors in this way.
Dr. Everington still faces possible disciplinary action by the General Medical Council, although the fraud charges have been dropped. But he says he'll continue his campaign and is sending his findings to the Health Secretary.
That's it. Join us tomorrow afternoon at 5:25 for news and sport. But now the weather with John Kettley.
Good evening. The mild weather's going to stay with us right the way through the weekend into the beginning of next week. But there will be some rain to watch out for, mainly in the west. That'll help the weeds grow. Now, some pretty high temperatures today, up to 17 degrees at Cromer in Norfolk. Many places between 13 and 15. Just along southern coast with onshore breezes, was it that little bit cooler, but even so up to 11 or 12 degrees. We've had some rain, and that's been developing during the course of this evening through the Irish Sea and moving eastwards into southern Scotland through northern parts of England too. Some of that rain quite heavy up on the hills. It'll continue making progress, steady progress eastwards into the North Sea as the night goes along. Elsewhere, a mainly dry picture, fairly clear. In fact, for southern and eastern parts, also up in north-east Scotland where the rain won't arrive in actual fact. But there will be more rain pushing northwards up into Northern Ireland as the night goes along. Out in the west, it'll be quite windy. It'll certainly be very mild, about 7 or 8 degrees, quite muggy really. Whereas on the eastern side, though it will be milder than last night, temperatures will dip a little bit lower, perhaps down to 4 degrees up in northeastern parts of Scotland. Well, tomorrow's chart shows these mild winds coming all the way from North Africa, all the way up across the country, but this system here always trying to make inroads into the far western part of Britain. Well, the grey start in many places, but there will be some sunshine over northeast Scotland and down through eastern counties of England. Skies brightening in many other western parts as well, but the best of the sunshine always likely to be on the eastern side of the country. And during the afternoon, outbreaks of rain turning up there in Northern Ireland, and probably after dark, some outbreaks of rain into the Western Isles of Scotland, fringing West Wales, and also the far southwest of England. And some pretty respectable temperatures tomorrow. Watch out for that breeze in the west, quite strong at times. But on the eastern side of the country, 13, maybe up to 16 degrees through Lincolnshire. A very weak affair coming across eastern parts during Sunday, but some brightness to begin with in the southeast. Skies brightening for a while, then more rain turning up in the west later in the day. Across in the continent, a good deal of sunshine to come. Pretty high temperatures too, up to 15 to 18 degrees, maybe 20 degrees down there in northwest Africa. If you're going away, or if you're staying here with these high temperatures, watch out, get the sunblock and keep it handy. That's it from me.